we got top 10 most mysterious places on Earth. I feel like I've watched videos like this in the past. This video was 7 years old, but I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to watch it. So here we go.
These places prove that there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
Okay, man.
And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 mysterious places on Earth. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content.
Do they actually daily upload?
We're looking at real
I haven't
places
watched
that
Mojo in a
shrouded
minute.
secrecy
I used to watch this every day.
or are associated with the unknown or the unexplained.
There's no way we could just get an escort?
Not at all, and I'll have the police come and arrest you if you don't leave.
Number 10, the Alaskan Triangle, also known as Alaska's Bermuda Triangle.
It might help if mystery had a face there.
Spanning the vast southeastern reaches of the Alaskan wilderness, up to its mountain ranges, an unusual number of hikers, boats, and planes vanish here without a trace. In fact, the state of Alaska has not only twice the American national average of people reported missing, but also the lowest statistics for people found.
Is that still like facts? Like people still be getting lost in the Bermuda Triangle? I haven't heard of the Bermuda Triangle in who knows how long. So I thought it was like myth busted or something. Like people not really, like, it don't matter no more. I don't know. I haven't heard of the Bermuda Triangle in a minute.
Is it the unforgiving weather, wild animals, immense uncharted terrain, or something more sinister? The indigenous Tlingit people tell stories of a shape-shifting being called Kushtaka, meaning land otter, who mimics the screams of children to lure unwary travelers to their deaths. Others blame Bigfoot or propose that the area is a vile vortex like the Bermuda Triangle, linked to electromagnetic aberrations.
To reduce it to simplified terms, the weather was just plain rotten.
Number 9, the Stony Tunguska River, also known as the Patkamanaya Tunguska.
I've never heard that last
1908,
place. I never heard this place
an
either.
explosion 1,000 times greater than the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima tore through the air over Siberia. Witnesses
Who dropped the bomb? What the hell? Who dropped it?
reported a column of bluish light as the sky seemed to split in half and catch fire.
It's called the Tunguska event, and it was a comet or a meteor or something like that.
Oh.
The blast sent a shockwave that knocked people off their feet and flattened 770 square miles of forest, toppling an estimated 80 million trees. When the first expedition
80
arrived
million?
to investigate, native guides would not enter the impact zone, fearing people they called the Valley Men. Scientific consensus attributes the blast to the explosion of a meteorite in midair, leading some to blame natural gas or even a collision with
Wait, how does a meteor just blow up in midair though? Like, where did that meteor come from? Maybe it was aliens trying to give us a warning. They were like, we gonna blow some shit up.
Sea, also known as the Dragon's Triangle and the Pacific Bermuda Triangle. This is a region of the
So there's
Pacific
two
Ocean
Bermuda
south of
Triangles?
Japan, where several ships have disappeared. Notably, the Japanese
I didn't know there was two.
Kaio Maru number 5 in the early 1950s. Sailors have reported problems with electronic instruments and sightings of unmanned ghost ships.
Christ, she's beautiful.
American author and linguist Charles Berlitz made the area around Miyake Island famous with his book The Dragon's Triangle in 1989. Although authorities claim the Kaio Maru was destroyed by natural forces while the crew was investigating the eruption of an underwater volcano, Berlitz attributed the incident to unknown supernatural forces.
What if, right, it's not like nothing that people be saying it is, but it's like mythical creatures, like in the water and shit, like Messi or some shit, that's like taking people, and like, you know, like that's why like you can't go there and like record it or nothing, because they just gonna snatch your ass up or something. So that's why they can't find nothing. All right, let me stop before the what you call it.
Dragon's Triangle for the
people's coming here and with their conspiracy theories and stuff.
Earhart, this is Itasca. Did you receive transmission?
Number 7, Island of the Dolls, also
Island
known
of the
as
Dolls?
Isla
What
de
the
las
hell?
Muñecas. As you navigate this creepy island just south of Mexico City, thousands of small, unblinking eyes watch your passage.
Where'd they get all these dolls from?
Oh my god.
The island is actually man-made, dating all the way back to the floating gardens of Aztec times.
But where did they get the dolls, though?
Has it. Owner Julian Santana Barrera found a little drowned girl in the canal and a doll floating close by, which he hung in a tree as a sign of respect. But shortly following this act, he started to hear whispers, footsteps, and screams following him in the dark. Santana Barrera spent the next half-century hanging dolls to pacify the girl's spirit.
He found the dolls in the canal.
Oh.
He started hanging them up to protect him and to try to scare away the spirit of the girl.
When he died in 2001, his body was eerily found in the same spot he'd found the drowned girl. Number 6, the Nazca Lines.
What?
The lines themselves.
What? That's crazy though. Cause if it seemed like he was the only one there. How was his body found in the same spot where he found the drowned girl? How? That don't make no how.
They're east.
Some 2,000 years ago, hundreds of complex geoglyphs were carved into the desert sands of southern Peru.
I always thought that they brought the rocks here and that they had to build these shapes.
Composed of thousands of lines, the geometric figures and animal and plant designs cover arid plateau south of Lima, more than 50 miles in size. How are such complex designs created without aerial technology? Why did they create shapes in the soil that are only visible from the air or hilltops? While scholars claim the lines were constructed using simple surveying equipment, others speculate the use of hot air balloons, or that the lines were once alien airfields. Various other uses have been proposed, from religious symbolism to astronomical calendars.
Okay, but like even if that's the case, how did they memorize the map in their head to perfectly put these damn things on the ground? Because even if you in the air on a hot air balloon, what are you doing? You calling a nigga on the phone like, yeah, go left, go right, up, right, down, left, up, down. Like that doesn't make no sense.
To irrigation, but their ultimate purpose remains unknown.
Not a spider?
There must be some kind of message, but it's a message we can't understand.
Number 5, North Sentinel Island.
The isolated Indians are being forced into ever smaller regions.
An isolated indigenous tribe has lived on this island in the Bay of Bengal for an estimated 60,000 years.
60,000 years? Damn!
The island is difficult to reach, and boats that do land are met with a hail of arrows.
Damn.
As a result, little is known about the Sentinelese. Their language is unclassified, and population estimates range from 50 to 400. During one failed expedition,
I'm not gonna lie, why even, like, just leave them motherfuckers alone at that point. And you might, like, oh yeah, if you go there, they gonna try to kill you. Why try to go? Like, there's no reason for us to go there. Going there is not helping us in any kind of way. They chilling, we chilling, leave them alone.
As tensions rose between locals and anthropologists cornered on the reefs, some of the indigenous women made off with warriors and proceeded to have sex on the beach. What are the customs of the Sentinelese? What do they think of our metal ships and flying machines?
This tribe believes in total isolation. It will not tolerate a stranger.
Number 4, the Michigan Triangle.
It's been
I ain't dating for none of that.
Chase vessels and try to capture them.
Often compared to the Bermuda Triangle, this region in Lake Michigan is the site of numerous maritime and aviation disasters. Particularly notorious is the strait linking Lake Michigan and Green Bay, known as Port des Morts or Death's Door, which is littered with shipwrecks thanks to hidden shoals and unpredictable winds. But the most famous incident was the crash of Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 2501 in 1950, which killed all 58 passengers and crew, and was the worst airline accident to happen in the United States to that point.
Therein lies much of the mystery. Why was this plane so far off its course?
Only light debris
how did that even
and
happen?
body fragments were recovered, although mass burial sites were recently discovered in local cemeteries. Annual searches for the wreckage continue.
Van Heest and a search team have been hunting Lake Michigan for the
That's
plane's
crazy.
debris.
Number 3, Easter Island. 887 monolithic stone statues watch over this remote Pacific island. Carved by the Rapa Nui people as early as the year 1250, most of these silent sentinels line the coast with their backs to the sea. What compelled people to build and transport such giant figures?
Yeah, like what does those even mean? And how did they even build them?
While oral histories recount that the statues walked into place of their own volition, scholars have proposed various theories, including that they were moved by rocking their bases back and forth. Scholars speculate that the statues represent deified ancestors, but the island's
That is a
stone
good question of
guardians
how
cannot
they definitely
protect
moved
the
them.
Rapa Nui people, whose population has been greatly abolished by deforestation, European diseases, and
Rapa
Peruvian
Nui
slavers.
people.
Number 2, Stonehenge.
Who built it?
Oh, I know about these.
How was it built? And why?
This is the name given
Nah,
to
that's
a
a
ring
fact.
of standing stones around 5,000 years old that are surrounded by hundreds of ancient burial mounds in Wiltshire, England. Scholars have debated the significance of Stonehenge for decades.
These were some special stones.
How did prehistoric people transport the giant stones? Some
Yeah,
from
and
hills
but like
150
why though?
miles away. Hypotheses include long tracks of logs, sleighs on greased tracks, and of course, aliens. Oh, and
But
let's not
why?
forget Merlin.
Why would aliens just pull up just to move some big ass
Opinions
rocks?
also differ as to the site's function.
Like what?
Was it a burial site, a place of healing, or an astronomical observatory?
I mean, if it was a burial site, you could just unbury something to see if there was something down there. Nobody did that. I'm confused.
According to the Royal College of Art researchers, the blue stones have, quote, unusual acoustic properties, ringing when struck, which was often associated in ancient cultures with mystical properties.
I believe this is a meeting place to connect with the ancestors.
That could be it.
I am utterly convinced the stones are linked to the ancestors.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I'd say 20 seconds
Lucky
walking into
England.
the Screaming Woods. We hear what sounds like a scream from way back deeper into the woods.
Rumor has it there is a secret
that's crazy.
base hidden underneath the Archuleta Mesa here. The mountain overlooks Dulce. Some people in town say the base is run by aliens working with our federal government to conduct mind control and genetic experiments.
Kigara Forest.
Number 1, Area 51.
And that, my dear Earthlings, is the key to
That Archer?
understanding the entire universe.
U.S. Air Force Facility, or Storehouse for Extraterrestrial Technologies. Located deep in the Nevada desert.
Nobody
this
knows what
remote
Area
research
51 is
installation
for
has been used as a test site for experimental aircraft and weapons, with the dry bed of Groom Lake providing an ideal airfield.
I wonder, like, what made them start with the alien stuff in Area 51? If that, you know, this is what they say it is for. You know, they say a lot of things that's not really true. But I'm just saying, like, who started the, like, yo, I feel like they got aliens up in there. Like, who started that? Like, who was the first person to, like,
around the site,
you feel me?
A string of alleged UFO sightings have stimulated allegations that the base houses crashed and reverse-engineered alien spacecraft, and even alien collaborators. While skeptics suggest the UFOs were reflections of light on the broad fuselage of aircraft such as the Lockheed U-2, people claiming to be former employees report having worked hand in four-fingered gray hand with extraterrestrial engineers in a vast underground facility.
The truth.
Maybe they just made them crazy or something. I don't know.
What are these black budget projects?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great...
Hey man, WV man, I ain't gonna lie, very informational, very sensational, and all that other jazz, man. But I'm gonna catch y'all next video, man. It's your boy Sway. Comments be directed down below. Y'all see the socials down there, please. hit that follow, hit that sub, hit that like, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we good. I'm trying to hit 6K by the end of February. Can we do that? I feel like we can do that. Word. Catch y'all next one, man. Sway be out of here.
Let that shit ride, 88.
It's that trench music. Can't feel my pain unless you've been through it. They be rapping about shit that I've been doing. Rest in peace to my brothers I've been losing. Trying to keep in the cup, but I'm still using.